John here, staff software engineer, lead maintainer of Ladderly.io, the open source educational platform where you can learn to code, land your next programming role, and grow your professional network. Throw some likes on the video so the algorithm will send it around. And so what we're doing here is we're going over the jobs report. So programming has had a hard couple years, tech has had a hard couple years, but what's often missed in the social narrative is that actually the entire economy has had a hard couple years. So before we say that tech jobs are out, we need to compare it to all other industries. And it turns out, like all industries, are down 8.6% year over year, but tech is up 14% year over year, using very conservative estimation off of TrueUp. So we got this conservative estimate because we looked at trying to slice on January 1st, but there's no particular data for the first. So we look to the left and the right, and we take the highest old and the least new, and that will give us the most pessimistic or conservative estimate of growth. So we go 185, and let's round that up to 186, and then we look around January 1st, 2025, we see the third at 212.5, we'll even round it down, and then that's the lower number among these two. So we take the lower current number and the higher old number. This should be the most pessimistic or conservative. Even on this pessimistic estimate, we're looking at 13.9% or about 14% growth. Basically, the narrative is wrong that tech is like doomed, like we shouldn't be advocating tech jobs. No, it's actually the main growth sector. And there are economic reasons for this we could get into. You can check out the Cobb-Douglas equation. Okay, so A, which represents technological progress, is unique compared to capital accumulation markets and labor markets because it doesn't exhibit diminishing returns. This is one of the reasons the tech industry is unique, also because it's a cross-cutting industry. If you look at the economy sector by sector, you'll notice some of the top sectors for employment include healthcare and education. Technology cuts across all of these. So health tech is a field, ed tech is a field. And so by getting into technology, you can actually access jobs across all sectors of the economy. And this is another reason alongside and harmonizes with the Cobb-Douglas equation, showing that we should expect most growth and in particular job count in this sector. And that is borne out despite the social narrative that you hear online. Okay, so consult the data over the social narrative, right? Tech jobs are down 55% from peak. That's true, bummer, but it's also up over 30% for low, and we're on a steady uptrend, and the year over year is way better than all other industries. Okay, so this is the data we've accumulated so far, but we're not even done yet. Scroll down. Artificial intelligence, according to the Indeed data, is one of those sectors that is growing quickly. It's growing relatively quickly. Okay, so you could say 2.6% is like not super quick, but relative to other options on the table, it's doing rather well. AI in particular, and AI is programming. You need to know Python to access AI. So now we're going to start to ask the question, okay, tech is going up, but if I'm a job candidate, where in tech is it going up? What job families and job titles should I be targeting? Here's another positive thing. The major layoffs are down. Okay, so in the news lately that Meta is having layoffs, that's true, but they are the exception, not the rule. By and large, you can see that layoffs have been down since since after August, basically, of last year. So jobs are increasing. If we go to big tech hiring, the big tech companies are hiring. Meta is doing that classic thing where they lay off and then they go hire, and that the idea is they can cut the low performers and bring in some high performers. So it's not like even Meta with the layoffs is not shrinking. They're just replacing their low performers. And that's been controversial in the news that they've been actually explicit that they are firing low performers. So that's their own words. The fact of the matter is they have over 1,000 open jobs.